MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tyler Glasnow, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now at the plate, here is J.D. Davis. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. In there for strike one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball. Through 4 games of this homestand, they split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Count even at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now the first pitch. He'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two and 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And he misses again, ball 3. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Alonso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Meadows moving back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Carlos Carrasco is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Trying to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He had a nice performance in his last outing. 4 RBIs, right? Clutch hits, driving in guys when they're sitting out there in front of him. I'm looking to see if he can have an impact on this game as well.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. McCann is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. At the plate now is Kevin Pillar. A match up with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here now the 2-2.
Down to 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Adames picks it up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Standing in now, James McCann, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Almora leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here 3-2 with 2 away.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Mets lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box, Brendan Lau. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Pitch coming, here it is. They still go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
To the plate now, Willie Adames. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded cleanly, and boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. 2 down, no one on base, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. Now here's the first offering as he gets a curveball at the letters, but swings right through it. It's 0-1.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky in this because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Pops this one up. And no one will get this one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. We'll move to the third with no score. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Michael Conforto is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
2-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. J.D. Davis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Ready with the 3-0. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. The 3-1. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now back, left field, Jose.
Stepping in once again is Jose Martinez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0. It's looked at for the first strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. And now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Now into the box, Pete Alonso worked a walk in his first plate appearance. He's set and the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And he misses 2-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Plate now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. 2 down.
Batting none.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's got 2 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 1-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of...
We'll have to press pause. Is that strike 3 to retire the side? Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Striding in is Francisco Lindor. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the center fielder.
And now, Kevin Pilar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Outside.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Here it comes. 1-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Almora with an even count, 2-2.
2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch home. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Around first, he's digging for second. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Into the box, James McCann, and it's fouled away. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. Almora stands at second with 2 gone. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. 2-out double left stranded. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Set, here it comes. And she'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Now
a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Next to hit is Austin Meadows. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The count now at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, right side. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Trevor Richards, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
Inside,
Ball and a strike.
いろんな客がいます。
Rousseau over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. Next to dig in, Michael Conforto. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 8. From the stretch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting, third base.
Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
あれが入ってる。ボールじゃないですか。
The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the first pitch. Brandon Lau is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And gone. An absolute bomb. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Gets 2 bombs yesterday. Another bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
Bango power.
Standing in now, Willie Adames. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a ball rolls softly to second, scooped up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now back, the first baseman, G-Man George.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ji-Man Choi, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looked like he went around that time. They'll field on to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 0-1.
Watch out, 1-1.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Again, he sends it out of play. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Michael Brasso waits on deck. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitor's bullpen.
Once again, a 3-2. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Brasso.
Next, it'll be Michael Brasso looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
意外とホームランがよくある。ランナーおらんからいい。
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In now, Francisco Mejia, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
ダメージが入っています。
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Pilar at the track. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Well, for better or for worse, when you seek attention, you might just get it. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Jose Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Oh, this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
これは捉えましたな。
So a solo shot here to left center field. Third home run for him on the year. And the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
なし。
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
So here's Pete Alonso as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now back, the second baseman, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. One run in and one gone so far this inning. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
1-1 strike to count. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Kevin Pillar is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
2-2 now. I got 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Fouled away. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up. and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. He loses him on ball
これ
4.
は外れた。
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. As a look, now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Swinging a hard liner to center field.
感じはいいけど、まあ、
Kiermaier finds some space out there for the catch to
最
retire
初
the
のダ
sub.
ブルプレー。
One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Rays 2 and the Mets 1.
2点取られて1点取っただけで。
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier struck out in his first at bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Kiermaier is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
So 1 away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Now at the plate, Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
セーフティーですか。
Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
えらい連続で
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Manuel Margot leads the yard with a solo shot. Third home run for him on the year, and it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead.
よう打たれますね。
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
ホームラン合戦。
Into the box now, Yandy Diaz. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
今のセカンド行かれんでよかった。
At the plate now, Austin Meadows. And he puts it on the ground to second. Over to VR. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One for the Rays on the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9. You're up to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 Tampa. 7th inning ready to roll. And next to hit is the catcher, James McCann.
The catcher, McCann.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Another one sent foul. The 1-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Kiermaier on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. To the plate now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Look out, 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Fouled off. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. The 2-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. It's the Rays 3 and the Mets 1. Now at the plate is Brandon Lau. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. The 2-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Next up, Willie Adames, over 2 for him to this point.
とどめの4戦でなんとか阻止点とダメ押しになりました。ついに
Here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Aaron Luke takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Aaron Luke.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
So next to bat will be Ji-Man Choi. No hits to this point. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
The 0-1 delivery.
Ball.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Hey.
1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3, and it's still 3-1. Diego Castillo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
5点台ですか。何やってんだその
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
サード。はいま。
Jeff McNeil is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. First pitch of the AB now.
No, that's low.
高速シンカーです。
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
No strike.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
捉えてるけど真正面。
So the next to bat will be Jose Martinez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking at it.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
かなり速い。
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the ninth with a 2-run lead.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now.
Nope.
You have to look for something middle in.
There's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
First offering, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
1-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Fouled away.
トリプルプレーや。2アウトです。
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone.
残念ながら2アウト。
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Mets strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Jeff McNeil is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 6.
And stepping in, Michael Brasso. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, Matt, going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
A ball and a strike now.
Ball.
And he lays off for a ball.
2-1 strike. The count.
際どいな。
That's
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Up next for the Rays, Francisco Mejia. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Kevin Kiermaier. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 to him now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
あー、間違った。
Weekly hit towards
すごいよ
first.
かった。
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays, as the lead remains 3-1. Nick Anderson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
And now here is Kevin Pillar. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
思うよりすごい。
Set and the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Still 2-2. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So here's Albert Almora next, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Big RBI knock right here in the top half of the ninth to cut the deficit to 1 run. You could start to feel the tension a little bit. That pitcher might be holding that ball a little bit longer. That's when you miss over the heart of the plate.
So next to hit is James McCann. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Patrick Mazika is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
2-0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
The 2-2. Almora leads off second with nobody out. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. He's in there at the plate. And that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with single cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Peter Fairbanks takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. So crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Luis Guillorme will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 13.
Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Adames has a play. He's got it one away.
The right fielder.
連打でノックアウト。
Up next, Michael Conforto is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch.
新井さんの配信が始まってまいります。
The 0-1. Fastball well outside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
なんとか逆転したい。おっと、コロリコロリコロリコロリコロリ。
Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away.
さあ、真ん中来るか。
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batter, number 6.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
3-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. And that misses 1-1. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Pete Alonso, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-0, here it is. Mazika at third, Conforto on second, McNeil on at first with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Here's the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
ショートがだいぶサード側やったからね。
Time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again.
やけどもういませんな。このままで。この試合ノーゲーム。
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here.
もともと3対1やったんで、押し節
Fouled off.
なかったことで。
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
いやー、最後の最後で粘り倒して。
Now the 1-1 pitch.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Hunter Strickland takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 60, Hunter.
Kevin Pillar will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Two and 1 the count to Pillar. All even now, 2 and 2. And another foul ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. Down the left field line and deep. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Fouled away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Margot's under it, and that will end the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Patrick Mazeika will stay in the ballgame, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Luis Guillorme will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at shortstop. Now to the plate, Manuel Margot. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
肩悪いっちゃ悪い。
Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Next, it'll be Yandy Diaz, singled in his last at-bat. 4-1. The Rays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out. Digging in next, Austin Meadows comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. McNeil is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, no surprise that he's able to close the deal here. That's career save number 150. And in today's game, where the closer's job is seemingly always up for grabs, that's pretty impressive.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Metropolitans put up 4 runs in the 9th inning to carry them to the victory. Aaron Luke earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
逆転勝利ですな。
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets.
この後あれですね。直接対決じゃないですか。5ゲームか。